class is focused all around joy. So joy is such an important emotion. It makes us feel light. It makes us feel silly. It makes us remember that life doesn't have to be taken so seriously. In this class, we are going to get a little bit weird, a little bit funky, and we might be doing some things that you wouldn't do in your regular, normal day life. But this is good. It gets us out of our comfort zone to start practicing joy in a different way. All right, we're just gonna get started on our mat in a standing position, grounding down the edges of your feet and your heel. Starting to take a breath in, filling the stomach with air and letting go. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let it out. Standing nice and tall, almost as if a piece of string were pulling you up to the sky. And then you're rooting down into your feet as if you're growing tree-like roots into the ground. So you're feeling this lengthen you. Eyes can be closed. Good. And just coming into our mind and seeing where it's at today. And just taking a little scan throughout the body and seeing how your body feels today. And then bring to the forefront of your mind something that brings you joy. Someone, something, a place, your happy place, whatever it is, bring it to the forefront of your mind. Breathe it in. And let that joy go. Good. Breathe it in again. And let it go. Let it resonate, ruminate throughout your whole body. And we're just gonna start some movement here, leaning to our left. Shoulder leans. We're doing a full body circle here, rolling all the way down to the ground. Hands can graze the ground. And then coming on up to the other side, maybe the arms come up overhead as well. Making this big windmill circle, feeling all of the muscles and all of the movements. Reaching at the top, and then again, full body warm up here. And then let's go the other way, seeing how this feels. If it feels any different than the other way. Just taking notice of it here. Going nice and slow. Really feeling every muscle here. One more time. And when you get to the top, nice big reach, nice big stretch here. Maybe cactus the arms and open up the chest. Heart leans forward. And then come back to our standing pose. From here, we're gonna do something a little bit silly, a little bit joyful to get out all of our extra energy and to kind of give us that little bit of letting go. We're letting go of what we think yoga should be, and we're just going to get a little bit weird so that we're not taking things too seriously. Sometimes we can really take yoga so seriously and really try to hit this pose and hit that pose, and if we don't do that, we feel ashamed and, oh, why can't my body do this and that? We're gonna just come and let all of that go, not even thinking about it. We're going to do a lion's breath, and we're gonna do a moving lion's breath. So I'll give you an example before we start. You're gonna take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, you're gonna lengthen, put out your tongue. Open your mouth really wide, and then exhale through the mouth. Nice big inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Make your best lion's face. Again, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing. Now we're gonna add movement. So we're gonna inhale. Now on the exhale, we're gonna do the lion's tongue. But as we do it, we're gonna bring our whole body and arms down. So we'll try this together a couple times. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath, and move your body down. Good. Come on up. Take a moment. See how you feel. We're letting go of any energy. We're being a little silly. We're finding some joy. Maybe you have a smile to your face. Maybe you laugh at yourself. That's all we can do here. Ready? Inhale. Lion's breath. Amazing. Let's keep going. 3 more times. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly rise. Again, just take a nice breath here. Not the lion's breath, just to seeing how you feel, how your head is, how your body is. Okay, 2 more. Inhale. Lion's breath. Come on up. Take a breath here just to reset. And here's our last one. Make it your best lion's breath you can do. Here we go. Nice big smile. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Come on up. Amazing. Great, great, great work. We're going to just shake out some of this energy here. So raising our arms nice and tall, reaching for the sky, and then give our left hand here a little bit of a shake. Good. And then give our right hand a little bit of a shake. And then our left leg. And then our right leg. Good. And now we're going to count. Here we go. So we have 8 shakes on our left, 8 shakes on our right, and then 8 shakes on our left leg, 8 shakes on our right leg. Ready? Here we go. 8 shakes on our left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And our right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Amazing. Now we're going to do this really fast, and then at the end we're just going to jump if you can. If not, you want to just come to the tiptoes. Okay, here we go. Really fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And jump. Amazing. Great work. Shake this out. Get silly with it. Just shaking out your arms, moving your legs, maybe shaking your legs, rolling your hips. Finding so much joy here. And then coming to our neutral stance. Taking in how you feel now. Nice big breath in. Let it go. Nice big breath in. And let it go. Amazing. We'll come to the top of our mat, feet hip width apart. And we're just going to inhale our arms up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the hands and the arms and lift the chest forward. Neck can lean towards the sky. And then come back to center. Hands to heart center. Take a moment here. See how you feel. Are you energized? Are you out of breath? No judgment, just taking a moment. And then on our next inhale, we'll open up our arms up overhead. And on our exhale, we'll twist our palms facing the outside and slowly swan dive forward, pushing the air away from us, hinging at our hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank position. We're not going to take our flow just yet. Stay in this plank for a moment. Engage that core. Perhaps drop one knee down to the mat and then the other. Just seeing how this feels, maybe switching up these knees, almost like we're walking a little bit in this plank. Making sure our fingers are spread wide, giving us a great foundation here. And then slowly we'll come back into this plank. Slowly just bend the elbows, bring yourselves all the way down to the ground. Great. And pushing up into our cobra. Arms can come out a little bit, hands can come out a little bit more in front of you. And just see how this feels in your spine. And then again, we're gonna move a little bit, make this dynamic. Start to shift side to side, almost like you're swaying your shoulders. And seeing how this feels. Let a big smile come to your face. You can smile, you can feel weird, you can laugh. It's all about the joy here. And then slowly we'll push back into a child's pose. Seeing how your arms feel, seeing how your legs feel, just taking notice of your body, really tuning in. And then we'll push forward onto our hands, bringing our hips up for this neutral tabletop position. We'll come into cat-cow, so bending our spine a little bit, dropping our belly down, gaze comes up. Cow pose. Tucking our chin into chest, rolling the spine, cat pose. Pushing into the ground with our hands, really feeling our shoulders separate a little bit here. Our shoulder blades coming away from that spine. And then let them contract, let the stomach drop down, gaze comes up. Roll into our cat pose one more time, tugging the chin into chest, spine raises, pushing into the ground, feeling our shoulder blades come out from our spine. Good, and then come back to our neutral tabletop. We're going to come into a little calf stretch here, but in a fun, funky way. So let's bring our left leg back here and keep it at a 90-degree angle. And we're just gonna slowly press our toe up to the sky. Feel this little movement here and then bring it back. This is a micro movement. So pressing our toe to the sky and then bringing it back down. 2 more times. Press the toe to the sky, bring it back to neutral. And then press the toe one more time, neutral. Amazing. Okay, now we're going to bring our knee out to the side, almost like we're peeing on a fire hydrant like a dog. Slowly come into center and then back up like our toe is pressing the sky, out to the side, together, making these big hip circles here. Stretching out to the side, seeing how this feels. You can go the other way, so we come into our dog peeing on the fire hydrant position, up to the sky, back to center. Amazing. Okay, now from here, we're gonna stay in our dog peeing on the fire hydrant. Try and get that knee to the elbow if you can, and then slowly step it back and across. So it's coming over to the other side, and then your gaze is gonna look over that other shoulder to look at your toes. See where you feel this. I personally feel this in my hip. See how your hips feel. See how your calf feels. And then come on back. We're gonna rainbow this. So lifting our feet up from the ground, making a big rainbow, and then we're going to come straight leg here, horizontal, and just let your foot come down to the ground. See how it feels in your hip on this side. See what happens if you really press weight into your foot. And now slowly bring that knee back to center. We're gonna do this on the other side. So we have our other leg coming up. Toe is pressing almost like it's trying to touch the sky. Bring it up a little bit and then neutral. Again, let it raise towards the sky. Doing this at your own pace. Seeing how this feels in your glutes. And then we're gonna just start rolling our hips. So bringing it out to the side, our dog-like fire hydrant, so that we can make this big circle. And then we're just opening up our hips here, seeing how this hip feels compared to the other. And we can go the other way. All right, now we're gonna come out here into our dog fire hydrant. Try and see if you can bring this knee to the elbow, and then slowly bring it back and across to the other side. Foot plants into the ground, and then just look over the other shoulder, gazing at your foot, seeing how this feels in this hip and your calf. Again, remember to bring that smile to your face. Always brightens your mood, even just by smiling. Even if you're not in a good mood, smiling somehow tells the body to lift the energy and lift the spirits. All right, we're gonna come back, but we're gonna rainbow the foot. So here we go, lifting the foot, making this big rainbow, and then bringing it out to the side, horizontal. Seeing how this feels, planting the foot almost in line with our hip here. You can press into the foot, see how that feels, and just play around here with your weight distribution. So maybe you press into the foot, maybe you press into the standing knee here on the mat. See how that shifts things. Okay, we're gonna come back to our neutral tabletop and then press into our toes. We're just gonna press up into a downward facing dog. Walking out our feet here. Almost like we're trying to split this mat into two. We're pressing our hands forward and pressing our thighs back. We can slowly start to tiptoe our feet up to our hands. Grabbing opposite elbows, swaying side to side. Perhaps clasping your hands behind your back and just seeing how this feels here, how this changes it, how your shoulders feel. And slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, keeping your hands clasped if you wish. And then pulling open your shoulders, bringing the knuckles down, chin comes up. Let go of our hands, let go of the clasp, and the arms come up overhead. Hands to heart center. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's just shake this out, find some joy. Whew. Let go. And then come back to our stance of Tadasana here. Okay, here we go. Put your hands on your stomach. And we're gonna just artificially laugh here and just see how it feels. Ready? Just a ha, 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 ha. So fill your stomach with air. And then let yourself be silly. This might be weird if there's someone in the room. Let it go, who cares? We don't care about any judgment here. Just let yourself go. Let's not take any of this too seriously. Hands on stomach, inhale. And just a ha, 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 ha. It makes me laugh just by doing that. You might laugh too after that, but let's try this again. Inhale. Fill the stomach with air. And then ha, 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 ha. Such a good way to laugh, just artificially saying ha 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 and feeling silly about it. Again, hands on the stomach, filling the stomach with air, nice big inhale. Ha 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 ha. It's almost like we're training our stomach muscles to be laughing. One more time, here we go. Hands on the stomach, nice big inhale. Ha 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 ha. Amazing. That lightened my mood, I don't know about you. Okay, we're going to plant our left foot and we're gonna do a little bit of a balance challenge here. So planting our left foot, right leg comes on up to a 90-degree angle. We're gonna open up our right leg. You can bring your arms out to the side, whatever's gonna help you balance. And then back to center and down. Try this again. Right knee comes on up, 90-degree angle. Bring it out to the side, to center and down. One more time, bring that knee up, out to the side, center and down. Now this time, knee comes up and we're gonna bend our standing leg and bring our right foot over that left thigh, bending here into, oops, I need to find some stable ground. Okay, so bending here into our figure 4 pose. See where you feel this, maybe in your groin. Hands can come to heart center, or if you want a little bit more, you can lean forward, see how this feels here. If you're leaning forward, you can come on up, unraveling and bringing that leg back to airplane pose. Finding your balance, maybe moving your arms in a way that's silly and fun. You can always reset if you need. Then we'll drop our back foot down and come into a nice pyramid pose. So finding a position where this leg, the back leg feels okay. You can play around and see what feels the best. Just doing a nice little stretch here, leaning forward towards the front leg. Engaging both of our thighs here so we're not locking out our knees. Straight legs. Maybe you walk your hands back towards your back foot. And then come on up, bringing both feet together. Hanging heavy here. Slowly rolling yourselves up. Arms come up overhead, cactus in the arms. Bring the hands out in front of you. And again, arms come up overhead. Hands to heart, center. Amazing. So now we're going to come into tree pose on this side. So you can find a nice stance in the middle of your mat. We're going to plant our left leg down, and then you can find a nice easy position here with your right foot anywhere along this left leg axis. So it can be here supporting you at the bottom. You can bring it up to the calf, maybe bring it all the way up to the thigh, finding a position that works for you. And then we're gonna get funky with the hands, doing whatever you wish. Something that's not really natural to you, moving the hands around, maybe bringing them up, waving them in the wind, doing anything that feels joyful to you. It can be a constant movement. Ooh. Maybe bringing them back behind your back and finding a static pose or this dynamic movement around. Again, finding your joy. My joy might not be the same as yours, so finding whatever works for you. Pretend like you have roots growing down from that standing leg. Find that smile on your face if you wish. Have fun with this. And we can slowly come out of this, shaking this out. We'll do a big star pose. Jump if you wish. If you don't want to jump, Just reaching onto the tips of your toes and then reaching up for the sky. If you want to do the star pose with me, we're just going to jump, legs out, arms out, and shake out of this energy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, jump. Amazing. Shake more of this energy out. Woo. Dance it around. Awesome work. We're going to come back to the top of our mat here. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, swan diving forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, take a step back, and do your flow however you wish. Meeting in downward facing dog. Taking a moment here and just tuning into your body, seeing how you feel. How your mood is, has it elevated since the beginning of class? And then look towards your hands, step, walk, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. On this next inhale, we're slowly going to roll ourselves up. When you hit the top, bring those shoulders up and back. Clasp the hands behind you. Open up the shoulders. Reach the heart to the sky. Chin comes up. And come back to center. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Planting our right leg. Left knee comes on up. And then out to the side. Balance challenge. In towards center. And down. Again. Knee comes on up. Out to the side, center, and down. One more time. Up, out, center, down. Now this time we're bringing our knee up. We're bending into our standing leg and bringing our foot across, figure 4 stretch. You can hang out here, hands can come to heart. And just bending into this, seeing where you feel this. Or if you want a little bit more, leaning forward, hands come to the mat, and see how this feels. Remembering our joy, remembering that's our focus here. It's not about how deep you can go in the stretch. It's not about pushing yourself past limits. It's about what is bringing you joy, what position, what pose is bringing you joy, and how can you find more joy in the pose. We'll come on up, and then balance challenge here. Unravel this leg, pull it back, airplane pose, leaning forward, arms come out to the side, finding your balance and your stance. Play around, you can flex the floating foot or point it. Playing around here. Again, not taking yourself too seriously. It doesn't matter if you have the perfect airplane pose. What's perfect for you? What's bringing you more joy? Slowly, we'll step back and come into a pyramid pose. So again, playing around with our back foot, seeing what works for us. Leaning forward and just finding a nice stretch here. Engaging both of the thighs to lift that kneecap. And again, this is your class, so seeing what feels good for you. If you want to keep your hands planted on the ground, maybe they're not even planted, that's okay. Maybe you reach back towards your foot. Again, I'm not here to judge, you're not here to judge, we're just taking notice of our body and how we're feeling today. Okay, come back on up. Woo. We'll pop back to center, shake this out a little bit. Arms, legs jumping around. Woo, finding that joy. And then we'll come to the center of our mat and we'll do the other side. So now we're planting our right leg and our left foot can come anywhere along this right leg axis. So again, doesn't have to be the same as the other side, but doing whatever works for you. Arms can come up overhead. And again, finding your own joy with this. Arms can do whatever you wish them to do. You can be dynamic and moving. Woo! Reset if you need. Or you can find something static. Whatever is bringing you the most joy. I like to move my arms, twist them around, but see what works for you. Rooting down in that leg, really picturing those roots, pulling yourself up on that string that we talked about earlier. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Hold here for another moment. And then exhale. Shake this out. Whew, amazing. We're gonna bring our feet a little bit wider than our hips and just bending into them, placing our hands on our knees, and then dropping one of our shoulders down towards center. And then coming up to center, switching this out. Next shoulder can come down. Really pressing into your thighs here. Lowering down into the squat and switch it out. Next shoulder comes in. And switch. Good, we'll come on up, stay in this wide stance. Arms come up. Little back bend, heart comes up to the sky. And back to center. Amazing, amazing work. So now what we're going to do is come on up to the top of our mat. And just take another flow here. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back, hanging out here for a moment in plank. Let's have a little fun here. Here we go. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow and back. Left knee towards the left elbow and back. One more time. Right knee to right elbow. Switch. Left knee, left elbow. Now let's do a cross. Right knee to left elbow. Back, left knee to right elbow, back, and again, little cross, and cross. Good. Slowly lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Hop on up for Cobra. And again, let's shimmy this, sway it side to side, letting it be loose, letting it be fun. And then slowly pushing back, child's pose. Slowly popping on up here. We're gonna come on up, pressing our hips up in front of us, and we're just gonna come into camel pose. So how to do this is we're going to press our pelvis forward and up. We're gonna make a parabolic motion. So instead of just leaning right back, we're going up and out so that we can bend and come over. So press the hips forward, press up, slowly arch backwards, and you can reach for a foot, and maybe one arm comes up overhead. Maybe you switch it out, reach for the other foot, the other arm comes up overhead. Or both arms can come back. Whatever works for you, whatever feels good for you. And when you're ready, you can slowly pop on up and come back to the child's pose. We're just gonna come into this nice, easy tabletop. One little round of cat-cow here, shaking it out. Maybe you shake your hips as the belly drops down. And the chin can come to chest, maybe still a little bit of movement here if you wish. And then nice and slow, we're gonna bring our legs out in front of us. Arms come out in front of us and we're slowly gonna roll down. Amazing. Bringing our knees into our chest, rocking side to side. And then keep one knee in, keep our right knee in, left leg goes long. And then we're going to bring this leg straight, maybe grabbing it with your hand, grabbing your big toe with your hand if you can. If not, you can always bend the knee. Or just pulling it in a little bit close to you. Many, many, many options here. Just a nice big stretch here. Maybe rolling that ankle in one direction and then the other. And we'll switch out our legs here. Bring the left knee in, give it a nice hug. And then straighten the leg, trying to pull it in close to you if you can. Maybe grabbing the toe if that's accessible to you. If not, just pulling it in as close as you can. And rolling that ankle one direction and then the other. Both legs can come on up here. Bring your knees into our chest. And then we'll drop that left foot. Right foot comes on over, figure four this way. And then you can thread through this four that we've created, that little hole, and grab the thigh to pull it in closer. And we can switch this out, bring our right leg down, left foot comes on top of the right thigh, and then threading our one arm through this figure four we've created and pulling this arm in closer, or pulling this leg in closer. And then we'll bring our leg down, just cradle in these knees close to our chest. Really squeeze, bring your forehead to squeeze. And then letting everything go. Our final resting pose of Shavasana. Maybe you really relax into this, loosening all of your muscles, your jaw, your brow. Taking some nice big breaths and feeling all of this joy resonate through your body, this lifted, elevated state, this bliss. Let it all resonate as you take a couple moments here to yourself. As always, you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to start making your way back to close out this class, you may join me in starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes, maybe shaking your head side to side. Bringing your arms up overhead for a full body stretch. And then rolling to your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow, coming into this fetal position. In this rebirth, bringing with us everything we learned on this mat into our daily lives. And when you're ready, you can come up to a nice, easy seated position. Eyes can be heavy or closed. And we're just going to finish taking 3 breaths together. Nice big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale in all the joy. Exhale, release. And seal this in one more time. Inhale. Bring that smile to your face if you wish. Exhale, let it all go. Hands to heart center. Taking all of this in, all of this joy that we've cultivated, and not taking ourselves so seriously. And feel this bliss. We're going to close class with the final chant of Om, inhaling to prepare, exhaling to chant. So nice big inhale. The love and light in me sees and honors the love and light in you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class in cultivating joy, elevating your mood, feeling that bliss. It's been such a pleasure to guide you through this flow, and I look forward to seeing you next time on your mat. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Much love. Bye. My name is Nikki, and I am a mindset mentor, life coach, traveling yogi, spiritual nomad, so many things. But it wasn't always this way. I actually was miserable in my job. I felt completely unaligned with the work I was doing. I felt disconnected from myself, always questioning my decisions, questioning what I was doing. I was never on my own side, which showed up in relationships and friendships. And I just hit rock bottom. I was like, okay, this is the life I'm living. I don't want to live it because I wasn't happy no matter what I tried. It was like this gray cloud lingering above me. And it wasn't until I followed my intuition and I moved to Bali on a one-way ticket and got my yoga certification and started really diving into spiritual teachings that I found how to change my mindset and change my life and my perspective, which has given me so much joy, connected me deeper to myself. And really, I feel so blissful and have so much inner peace, and I'm constantly working on myself. This is a constant journey. However, I know what it feels like to feel stuck, to feel unfulfilled, to feel unsatisfied, to be yearning for joy and wondering why it's not coming to you. And so I am here to show you that no matter where you are in the world, you don't need to move to Bali. You can be right in your own bedroom, living room, doing the same job. You don't have to change anything. We're just going to switch your mindset and your perspective to help you find more joy, contentment, that blissfulness, this inner peace that we are so craving. And I've learned a lot of tools and resources, and so I'm just so passionate about giving them to you because I know that anyone can find joy and fulfillment and satisfaction. And so it feels like it's my purpose and my passion to lend that information to you. It's time to shift your life, shift your perspective, and completely transform into the person you've been wanting to be for so long.